$4.80. No mystery. Bombast is $4.80. And then number 5, Our Grades, $5. 2, 1 and 5 are the fancied runners on the tote. And after Morphettville, which is running 2 minutes late, the first at Queanbeyan, which is a minute away. The fancied runners, or Leasingham's 14, Timely News 10. Bell Mini's Luck, $5.50. Dinner Bolt, $4.20. And Gently Brave, $8. And the others are all double figures. And at Queanbeyan, Tony Campbell likes number 2, Timely News, to beat number 3, Bell Mini's Luck, and number 1, Leasingham. 2, 3 and 1. A likely clash between Queanbeyan and Morphettville. A jockey change at Flemington in the first. Number 8, Lady Melbury, now to be ridden by Brett Preble, who had a very successful day in Melbourne on Saturday. Line looking pretty good at Morphettville for the running of the first on Cup Day, and beautiful conditions too. Here's Ron Paps.
Set. Away they go. No mystery jumped tidily from the inside. Innovations away well, and in the blue and gold logo colours, Gurok jumped quickly, and so did Miss Maluka. Right up there with them, Tomahawk, Tom and Ballata, and also getting around them, Dan Day improving wide out. Then came Our Grades, followed by Bombast, and they were followed then by Goes Off from Prime Monarch, and last of all is Dancing Home. In about that order, they move to the far side now and heading down towards the 1600 and the leader. Over on the outside is Danday, a half in front, Innovation second, and the brakes go on up front. Ballata third under severe restraint. Bombast, when they put the brakes on, is whipped around them. We're going to have a new leader here shortly. Further back behind them, Innovations the inside, and then came Gurok pushing up in the centre. No mysteries back about 6th and 7th with Goes Off outside of her. Further back behind them, Miss Maluka, followed then by Our Grades. 2 lengths Tomahawk Tom, followed by Dancing Home, and a neck the outside Prime Monarch. No, he took hold of Bombast, and the leader is now Danday. It's worked across to show the way at the 1200 by about a half, 3/4. Bombast in second placing, and now Ballata goes to third from Innovations. Gurok was next from No Mystery, needing a run. Goes Off outside of her. Further back, Prime Monarch on the outside of Our Grades, and then a length away to Miss Maluka. Well back in the field there at that point, and so too was Dancing Tom with it. And as saw Dancing Home and Tomahawk Tom as they move down the side now, they're working towards the 800-metre mark, and the leader Danday shakes up a little. Ballata 3 wide, Bombast the centre, and Innovations back behind them. They're quickening the tempo. Further back that Goes Off, and over on the inside, in fact, getting a run between them now, Gurok, and then No Mystery looking for somewhere to go. There's nowhere for her at the moment. At the 600 from Prime Monarch, Our Grades, it's really developed into a sprint for the last 600. Tomahawk Tom Dancing Home, and last Miss Maluka round the turn, and Danday is the leader. Shows the way for the international jockey star. Basil Marcus a half in front. Bombast comes after it now. No Mystery's got to run right up along the inside where Angels have feared to tread through the carnival. They were followed by Innovations, but at the 200 it's Danday, Bombast, and 2 lengths away to No Mystery, still putting in. No Mystery is coming with a big finish down the outside. Danday the inside for Marcus, and on the outside coming at them, No Mystery. No worries, No Mystery. Ahead on the line to either Danday or Bombast, and then came on the outside of those Our Grades, Miss Maluka further back.
The favourites won there, No Mystery, at 2.90 and 1.30 off at Queanbeyan. Here's Tony.
A prominent followed further back in the field, then Gently Brave. Now Dynabald is back centre field when they sort themselves out, followed by Grove Lady and Satirce, and Leasingham is along last. On settling down as they race up towards the 600-metre point, and the leader Bell Mini's Luck about a half a length in front of Madame Riffraff second, a length off third, November Melee. Timely News is fourth on the outside of Gently Brave. A length and a half behind those then Monet's Talent. Dynabald ridden along down towards the inside, and a long break behind those Gold Eagle, Leasingham, followed by Grove Lady and Satirce at the tail of the field, but around the turn, and Bell Mini Luck kicked away. Bell Mini's Luck is nicely clear. In second place, November Mallet, followed then by Madame Riffraff and Timely News. A long break behind those then in the field, Gently Brave, and well back Dynabolt, but Bell Mini's Luck is well clear. With about 100 or so metres to go, it's Bell Mini's Luck out in front. Timely News running on fairly well, but Bell Mini's Luck will win, and Bell Mini's Luck wins the opening race. Bell Mini's Luck first, I think Timely News second. Close for third, Monet's Talent or November Melee. In behind those, Gently Brave, followed further back to Dynabolt, never really a chance. Further back then, Grove Lady, followed by, well, back to Leasingham, and Gold Eagle, and Sir Tierce was along last.
There's the placings at Queanbeyan. Bell Mini's Luck, 4.90 and 2.70 on the New South Wales TAB. Number 2, Timely News, $2.60. Number 9, Monet's Talent, $3.70. And the placings at Morphettville, that photo for second and third. And number 1, Bombast, has run second, paying $1.60. And number 4, Dan Day, $3.80. But the favourite successful, No Mystery.
The special guest of the South Australian Jockey Club at Morphettville today. And as we can see, we have Kylie Minogue being interviewed by the one and only Hats Aitken. And let's pick up this interview straight away if we can.
You're in good company. Nicole Kidman joined our Punters Club in Sydney last year and we tripled her money, so we hope we're going to do it for you today.
I have my $20 right here, so that's for the Punters Club.
All right, how'd you like to give it to Rob here? I'd love to take it, just the same. And as I mentioned earlier, we have plenty of stuff from Kylie to give away today and to win her CDs. I think you're signing the CD covers?
Yeah, I've signed lots of albums and singles, and they'll be put into the Punters Club, and I think they're going to be prizes.
And a very big poster of you.
A very big poster, yeah. I'm signing that as well.
Kylie, thanks for being here today. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, Kylie Minogue.
She's a good sport, isn't she? And I think Hats Aitken would be, well, he'd be pretty chuffed about that. He'll have something to tell us all about when he gets back into Sydney. Let's go to him. It was 2, 1 and 4. No Mystery, the winner, $2.90, $2.80, $2.55 on TABs. Trifectas, $80, $68.10 New South, $75.90 TAB Queensland. Devonport, 3 got third, Tub Tim, 7, 8 and 3. First at Queanbeyan, 3 Bill Meany's Luck, $4.90, $5.60 and $4.60. Be 2 Timely News and 9 Monet's Talent. Trifectas, $411, New South Wales Super Tab, $287. And TAB Queensland putters caught by surprise with those numbers. A massive dividend of $1,034 by comparison. Now they're about Adelaide Express, $6.80. Lord Regier at $11. And Finn Spang, number 11, around the $10 mark, now $12. Now let's take you to Ron Paps for race 2 as they get set for the Rocker Brothers.
Thank you, Hilton, and I've just been speaking with the Chairman of Stewards, Mr. Tom Hales, and he's going to see if we can't pick up time and get back onto schedule, bearing in mind the very heavy commitment Sky Channel has this afternoon with a great number of meetings to cover. Now, here's one coming up, but turning away, Finn Spang. Kedron goes forward. Finn Spang comes up now, middling to go forward. Grego to come up, Suit and Jerome Jerenovich, and also Balladin. Favourite backers off to a good start with No Mystery in the first, defeating Bombast and Dan Day. Now Balladin to move up. Sensational day weather-wise, 25 degrees. And people of all ages being well catered for here today, with special guests being Kylie Minogue and Kamal. I think they've just about got them up. Almost set. Rocker Brothers handicap. Stand by for a dispatch. Beautiful day. There's the light. And away they go, and around the ring jump prominently. A bit slow to begin, Will Saw and Lord Regier, and Nagar after a tardy start is driving right through along the inside. And Jerome Jerenovich began well, and so did Sir Archer as they sort themselves out. And prominent too was Finn Spang early, with Nagar still getting a run right up along the inside to join in and make a line of 4 or 5. Up there with them was Middling, but now being beaten for speed as they come to the turn from further back on the outside. Suit pushing up on the inside. Adelaide Express is driving through with around the ring, and they were followed by Lord Regier. Mindanao held up, and Balladin is deep. Grey goes ahead of about 4 of those. Delayed Payment followed by Kedron, and further back Will Saw, and last is Big Day out around the turn, and Nagar with that unbelievable rails run after sloppy starters dive through to take up the running now from Sir Archer. Adelaide Express to third, and then Finn Spang and Grey go, and then Jerome Jerenovich. Wider out suitors coming with the big weight, and then came Lord Regier and Balladin the widest runner, but Sir Archer hit the front. Adelaide Express is driving through down the outside. Suit with the big weight. Sir Archer in front. Suitors coming. It's going to be a Herculean performance, and it is. Great effort. Suit with the big weight, a 59.5 from Sir Archer. And then we've got Adelaide Express, one of them for the miners, including Lord Regier and Balladin. Grey go right on their hammer and tack, and then Kedron charging home. Then around the ring, followed by Finspang Nagar. Big day out, delayed payment, Will Sword. Jerome Jarenovic followed further back, Mindanao and Middling.
They're racing. Now, Darrenberg dwelt slightly at the start, and Horse of War got away very quickly, followed by Blazer going up on the outside. Then Sir to Me between runners, Sweat, followed then by Little Errol, caught a bit wide. At a length and a quarter, then Darrenberg at the tail of the field on, settling down. They've got about 900 to go. Horse of War under a good rein is the leader. A long neck over Blazer, second on the outside, about 2.5 behind those. Little Errol with the mouth wide open. The next one, Sir to Me, down towards the inside. On its outside was Sweat, and about 3 behind those. Darrenberg last of all, as they race up the hill towards the turn. 600 to go, and this pair out in front going stride for stride down towards the inside. Horse of War, a long neck in front of Blazer, being urged along on the outside. 2.5 behind those. Third, Little Errol. Along Blake then came Sweat, followed by Darrenberg, and Sir to Me is last of all as they swing around the home turn. Horse of War doing it well on the outside there. Blazer being slapped at with the whip, followed further back then Little Errol, and the next one behind those. Sweat, and a further break in the field then Darrenberg, but inside the 200 Horse of War kicked away. Horse of War is nicely clear, about 2 over Blazer. In behind those Little Errol, but it's all Horse of War. Horse of War races away to win it very, very well indeed. Horse of War has beaten Blazer. Third, Little Errol, followed by Sweat, then Darrenberg on the outside, and Sir to Me was last.
Winner Horse of War, number 1 in the small field of 6, paying 260, 260 and 370 in Queensland. Having a look at the update for the Sunshine Coast, we've got 30 seconds to the advertised start time. Those Morphettville placings, 1 beat 3, we were waiting on 3rd, and it was 12. 1, 3, 12, race 2, Morphettville. Suit, too strong. Drew wide, but overcame that. Coming up well at Caloundra, good afternoon today to Alan Thomas, Wales trifecta. Protest is 4th against 1st at Morphettville. The alleged interference at the 250 metre mark. The 4th horse was number 6, and that was Lord Regier.
About 100 or just short of that in front of the starting stalls, but with a bit of a coax. He's now coming up towards the gates now. The others are filling the stalls. It's related to Richard Cranium, a stablemate, of course, might even be his brother. Is Bob, Norman Wood, the trainer, Brett Scott with the...
Good battle on tab between supporters of Turkey Lane and Prince Keystone. Set. No. Now the start of Mr. Cromwell's attention diverted to another matter. Not too sure what the problem may be. In the meantime, let's check the figures. Oh, this is coming again. Number 7, Prince Keystone. It's clearly the favourite now over Turkey Lane. But still the starter holding them. Now he faces the field. I think we can expect the light to come on now. Oh, again, he's turned away, so there might be a matter on track. It's just causing some problem. Oh, there's a problem with the ambulance. They couldn't get across the track in one point, but I see 2 over there now. So we might be right now. There it is. There's the light. Away they go in the hurdle. And slowest out was the Grey Magic View, and Just Dynamite was prominent early with Mr. Hyde as they search for the first flight. Here they come to it. Oh, Mr. Hyde's down. Fiddler's Green is down. Fiddler's Green came to his to the turf, and he's chasing on after the field. The rider is conscious, but still laying on his side. And Mr. Hyde, who made a real mess of that first flight, is still the leader. He's got some pace on the flat in the early stages, at least. He shows the way about 3 in front. In second placing now, Just Dynamite. And back behind him in third placing, I Like Beer. Wider out, Prince Keystone, settling a little better. Further back in the field then came Magic View, and they were followed then by Lincoln Derry, and further back then over on the inside was Veritable Lad. Last of all is Turkey Lane, and then the riderless horse following them on. Over the next one, and Magic View's dislodged the rider. He squatted on landing, quite incredibly, and he just came to a point where the rider was able to try and hold on, but not to the point of keeping his balance, so 2 out of it early. And Mr. Hyde leads the way out of the straight now. Let's gather our stocks. Second, Prince Keystone. Third placing, Just Dynamite. I Like Beer, followed then by Lincolnderry 4 lengths away. Back over on the inside of those then came Veritable Lad, and another 3 away to Turkey Lane. The Grey Magic View takes up the running and leads over that flight, but without a rider, and now kicking through again is Mr. Hyde. Second, Prince Keystone's going very sweetly early. The riderless horse on their outside could pose a problem. Just Dynamite third the inside, and fourth 2 away I Like Beer. 5 lengths away then Turkey Lane starting to gobble up the ground. He's gone past the other pair, Lincolnderry, his stablemate, and also Veritable Lad. And as they head down the straight now, that's the far straight. The leader here is still Mr. Hyde. Second placing, Just Dynamite. Third placing then came on the outside, Prince Keystone. Followed then as they go to another flight by I Like Beer. About 4 away to Turkey Lane giving chase. 2 away Veritable Lad. Another 3 lengths further back in the field behind those then. At the tail of the field is Lincolnderry, and the riderless Magic View saunters on after them. Prince Keystone's let loose now, and he goes after these as they move on the side and shows the way a half Mr. Hyde, 1.5 Just Dynamite, 4 away I Like Beer, 2 away Turkey Lane, very hard ridden but starting to respond. A length away further back the Veritable Lad, and 8 away to Lincolnderry. Back where they started, and the leader coming to the next jump, Prince Keystone, he hooked it. Second placing came Mr. Hyde. Third placing Just Dynamite. Fourth I Like Beer. Turkey Lane's 4 or 5 lengths off them now. And then as they go over another flight to Veritable Lad, and forget about Lincolnderry, they've completed a full circuit. And the leader here, going pretty well at the moment, is Prince Keystone. They've gone around that fence. There's obviously a problem there, that flight. And the leader was Prince Keystone, 1.5 lengths in front, Mr. Hyde. Turkey Lane, this lean, mean grey, is still running on. And then came Veritable Lad, followed by Just Dynamite and I Like Beer. Prince Keystone said, catch me if you can. He'll turn for home about 2 or 3 in front of Turkey Lane and Veritable Lad and Mr. Hyde. Then I Like Beer, followed by Just Dynamite. Around the turn for home, 400 to go. Prince Keystone still 2 in front. Second, Veritable Lad looking a threat, and further back to Turkey Lane. Over that next flight, and here they come down towards the last one. It's Prince Keystone, Veritable Lad. Turkey Lane's runners withered. Prince Keystone and Veritable Lad. Veritable Lad out jumped Prince Keystone at the last. He drew a length in front. Turkey Lane is only paddling now, and Veritable Lad is going to win the hurdle. He's about a half 3/4, now a length in front, and Veritable Lad scores from Prince Keystone. Turkey Lane 8 away third from I Like Beer, and they were followed further back by Mr. Hyde, and last in was Just Dynamite.
All right, let's hope that horse and rider's okay there. That jockey receiving medical attention, falling after the first flight, and full credit to officials there. They worked very quickly and very methodically to get those horses around that particular fence on the second lap. Terrific work, but we'll let you know what's happening once we hear about that rider. Now, hold all tickets, Morphettville Race 3 to be sure. Queanbeyan Race 3, they're coming up. 480 for Generation Theo's been a big firmer. Talak Dream, 430. 6 Vlad at 610. Of the others there on the first look, Lovers Bay about $13. World Guide, 310, number 13. And that's the favourite. Sunshine Coast follows Queanbeyan. There's one out. Quick look at the Sunshine Coast market. Paperbark Road, 235. 885 Bond Marauder. Ken Tessalady, 315. Steffi Ann, 655. And they're ready at Queanbeyan.
Drive, maiden handicap. World Guide, the inside runner. Go the Poet, drawn the outside. The rider of Notre Cheval, not quite in the saddle as yet. Easing into the saddle now. Seattle Storm stands up. Lovers Bay Vlad. Generation Theo, 1460 the journey. And away they go. World Guide and Talak Dream down towards the inside, got the best of it. Generation Theo throwing the head about is down towards the inside, followed by Notre Cheval. Lovers Bay, a native competitor out wide. Getting back behind those as they sort themselves out, Sovereign Amour, followed further back then Windy Wagon. A further break in the field, Seattle Storm, followed by Vlad back third last, Go the Poet. And Glengarry Bay is last of all. As they race down the back of the track, World Guide down towards the inside is almost joined by Talak Dream. In behind those, Notre Cheval on the outside of Generation Theo. A length then Lovers Bay, followed by Native Competitor on the outside. A further length Sovereign More, further back behind those Windy Wagon. Vlad is gaining ground. A long break Seattle Storm, followed by Go the Poet on the inside. And about 4 or 5 then Glengarry Bay last of all. As they leave the back and race up the side, they've got about 600 to go. It's Talic Dream on the outside, sharing the lead with World Guide. Going well in third, Generation Theo. A long break the Native Competitor. Followed further back then Lovers Bay, Sovereign More. Further back behind those Notre Cheval. Around the field goes Vlad. A long break behind those. Then as they race towards the turn, Windy Wagon followed by Go the Poet and Glengarry Bay. But around the home turn, Talic Dream race to the lead. Talic Dream on the outside as the leader. World Guide is kicking on. And further back behind those, Generation Theo down the outside. And a further break in the field. Vlad, here's a good go. Inside the 200 out very wide. Generation Theo has raced up and put the head in front. World Guide is giving plenty on the inside. Talic Dream can't go on, but out very wide on the track, it's Generation Theo, and Generation Theo too good. Generation Theo first, World Guide second, Vlad third, Talic Dream fourth.
Just about in second position. And then Bon Marauder, and last of all was on the run of the first corner was Steffi.
Out of Canterbury Park, here's John.
OK, Hilton, not too many runners.
Trifecta's 87.80, 84.60, 52.80 in Queensland.
This Bill is coming in for support. Lovely big strong looking horse, Jamalik. St Clement's Bell looks as tight as a drum. Now I have the report from the Chairman of Stewards, Mr Tom Hales, in relation to Dion Constantinou after his heavy fall in the hurdle at the first jump, when he was literally just speared into the ground, into the turf. He has a blood nose and a very badly bruised nose around the facial area. He has other bruising and he's complaining of a sore neck. The two club surgeons gave him a thorough check over, and he has since been taken to hospital for further examination and x-rays as a precaution. But essentially, other than the buffeting hitting the turf, they feel quite confident there are no serious injuries, which is just terrific news because it did look quite nasty, very nasty in fact. Now, Minimal has been a firmer here, as has St Clement's Bell, and Jamalik just drifting a little. Racing at Victoria Park on Wednesday. Terrific nominations for that meeting. It's a Strathalbyn provincial meeting in the city of Victoria Park. A Narracourt race on Thursday, so there's no let up, a busy week ahead. Now they are just about set for the National Stakes at Group 3 level. Stand by for a start. Mr Cromwell, the starter, letting them have every opportunity to settle. The time's running out now because the light's on and they've jumped, and Jamalik a little bit slow from the inside. Hong Kong Spirit was even slower, and one of the best away was Afra Ben, who leads St Clement's Bell, the big fellow. Jamalik goes to third. In between horses was Gold Crystal, and back on the inside of those, in fact around it now, My Golden Bracelet, Lord of the Pines, and they were followed by Hong Kong Spirit. Along the side of the course, and gee, they bunched right up here. They go to the 800-metre mark, and now going to the front out wide is Minimal. It's deep on the track from St Clement's Bell. Over on the inside with that horse was Afra Ben, and around those going to third now improving is My Golden Bracelet. A length and a half further back, Gold Crystal, Jamalik up behind those from Lord of the Pines, and last of all, one length away was Hong Kong Spirit. Around the home turn they come now, and they bunch right up again. Anything could win this at the 400-metre mark, where Minimal shows the way narrowly from St Clement's Bell. Afra Ben and then Jamalik, followed by Gold Crystal. Wider out on the track, My Golden Bracelet and Lord of the Pines, and then Hockwell Spirit in the straight. Minimal the leader now from over on the outside. Afra Ben coming at them with a big run. Jamalik can't go on. Down the outside, Gold Crystal, and now Lord of the Pines is starting to finish it off, and St Clement's Bell. Jamalik going up again on the inside. Gold Crystal goes to the front, and Gold Crystal's going to be too strong. Gold Crystal, second St Clement's Bell, third Lord of the Pines, fourth Jamalik, and then Minimal. Afra Ben didn't quite finish it off from Hong Kong Spirit, and knocking right up was My Golden Bracelet. Number 3, Gold Crystal, the winner. Number 3, Gold Crystal, is the young sire Made of Gold, his first group winner, and is by Made of Gold from Van de Miss Yockham, a Dash of Pleasure mare, bred by Bernard Tay, and raced by Robin Balfour, trained by David Balfour, ridden by Dwayne Dunn. Number 2, St Clement's Bell, by Don't Say Halo from St Clement's, a London Bells mare, Greg Hall for Russell Cameron. At number 5, Lord of the Pines, by Royal Academy from Glenview, Greg Childs for Peter Hayes, a Sir Tristram mare, Glenview. Officially 4th is, in fact, number 1, Minimal, and Jamalik is 5th. So official placings, 3, 2, and 5. 1 has run 4th, At 4 has run officially 5th. The winner, Gold Crystal, by Maluna Studs Made of Gold, has won by a half a neck, then another half a neck, and 1.5 lengths.
Good finish. Gold Crystal getting the head out on the line and did enough to win. Flemington the third, Star Leagues number 4, 350 Super Tab.
Dark Storm. Now waiting for Skipperly Brown and the riderless Sowers winning to move along. Previous race taken out by Generation Theo, Ian Gosh. In good style from World Guide, Matthew Carl, and Vlad Jamie Whitney third. This is the Rod Fuller Class 6 plate, race 4, 4th of 9. Now just waiting on Skipperly Brown to move along and we'll have a start. Stubby Stark has drawn the inside alongside of Love Apple. Now the line is just about set. They're all in. They're set. Starter goes up. The 4th. They face up well. They're away now. Skipperly Brown out wide got the best of it. Driving through looking for the lead was Sun Region, followed by Dartbrook Dream and Stubby Starkus, Love Apple, Dark Storm. And the next one caught a bit wide, so is winning. They're fairly tightly bunched as they settle down with about 700 to go. Good speed out in front. It's Sun Region, the leader, Dark Storm, followed by Dartbrook Dream and Stubby Starkus, the inside. Getting back behind those then in the field, Skipperly Brown. Love Apple is back second last. And so is winning at the tail of the field as they race up towards the turn. They've got about 500 metres to go and down towards the inside. Sun Region is the leader as they swing towards home. Sun Region joined by Dartbrook Dream. Going up 3 wide was Dark Storm, followed by Stubby Starkus. Love Apple down towards the inside. Going wide, Skipperly Brown is running on. And the next one is So is winning, but at the 200, Dartbrook Dream has raced to the lead. Dartbrook Dream kicked away, followed then by Skipperly Brown coming down the outside. And the next one was Sun Region, but it's all Dartbrook Dream. There's no danger. And Dartbrook Dream races away from most impressive win. Dartbrook Dream first. Skipperly Brown second. Stubby Stark has got third, just in front of So is winning out wide. Then Sun Region, followed by Love Apple, and Dark Storm was last.
Favourite Dartbrook Dream number 3, 2.30 New South Wales, 2.40 Super Tab, and $2.70 the Queensland dividend. Beats 9 and 5. For a big late firmer, Skipperly Brown held up well. 7.30 and 7.50 the dividends for the win. Trifectas pretty much the same bar for Queensland, a lot less at 164.30. But a handy dividend none the least. Coming up well, Sunshine Coast, Stubby Starkus, and the trifectas, 68.60 New South Wales, 58.80 Super Tab, $50.40 the dividend there in Queensland.
Racing here at Morphettville, one of the biggest crowds we've seen in a long, long time. And runners are down to the barriers. For this, the Angus Brook, the Group 2. Show No Emotion from Victoria is going to run the favoured runner. And they're getting set. Now moving into line. Show No Emotion about to come forward here. Away from the line is Walnut, the black with the cerise cap. And the Classic Day, a field of 7 running in the Group 2, the Angus Brook. Now, Classic Day coming in. Pro now is ready, and they're just about ready for the Angus Brook race number 5 today. On Cup Day at Morphettville, the track is cleared. Show No Emotion, the favoured runner here for the Angus Brook Group 2. And the line is good now. Stand by for a start. Light flashing stalls are back and they're off and running. Show No Emotion bounced quickly with Classic Day. Immigrant and Walnut have begun okay, but Show No Emotion has gone straight through to head them off when they settle. Show No Emotion through on the inside and broke away.